is JWill getting on a private jet to go watch Trae Young play in Sacramento against the Kings because you're in Dallas and you have nothing else to do? Or are you doing that?
I mean, I wouldn't go see LeBron play against Sacramento.
No, but Jay, you're not.
I wouldn't go see Kevin. I wouldn't go see Kevin Durant. I wouldn't go see Kevin Durant play against Sacramento.
No, but
if it was the right game, yeah, I'm going to go see the game.
See,
kid. You know I'm a hoops junkie.
That market used to be so good too,
I'm not even talking about you as a hoops junkie. I'm just talking about, to me, that is the superstar. No matter where they play, if you have an opportunity to go see them, you go and see them. Michael Jordan, you're going to see. Kobe Bryant, you're going to see. If you have downtime and the opportunity to go see him, you want to go see him.
That's what makes you blockbuster.
That's what makes you blockbuster.
And I feel like what makes
there
you
yet?
See, and what makes you blockbuster is this also, in my opinion, Jay, because you said it's like, I want to go see you play. You are a basketball guy. You love basketball, so you love to watch basketball players that will play at a high level. I'm talking about, and I think what Key is also talking about, is superstar is when I'm not really a fan, but there's just something about you that makes me want to go watch. Like it's a casual. I hate to use that word, but there are people that are just casual sports fans. I'm not really like a psycho, like not like me. I'm in a beer-soaked shirt from last night because I'm a psycho hockey fan, right? I went to the game. But there's people who just like to see greatness or like to watch something that's special. Like, oh, I'm told this guy's great, so I got to go. I'm going to sit courtside and watch this guy play. Like, has Trae reached that point yet? Because there's very few people in the world that have that kind of status. LeBron is certainly at the very top of the list of current players that I'm in a different industry, but if I'm going to pay to watch something, I'm going to pay that LeBron's at that game. Yeah. I don't know if Trae's there.
You watch LeBron. You watch LeBron for 16 years, right? You watch some players for 10+ years. Like, this is a new wave that's coming into the league.
But LeBron became that in like 2006, in his like third year.
That's what I'm saying.
Where you're like, yo, this guy, I need to see LeBron James play. Everybody's talking about him. I don't know if Trae's gotten there, and that's not to be disrespectful.
I think he's
dropped 48 points in the Eastern Conference Finals.
He did, but
what are you guys talking about?
I get it, but
you're talking out of the side of your mouth right now.
He's trending there, but is he
there?
there?
Front.
That's all I'm asking. It's a very elite level to get to, right? Superstar is an elite level.
See, I just don't. As much as I love Trae Young, I'm just not quick to always put people at the top of. You start talking about superstar, now you're talking about one of the top 8 players in the NBA, Jay.
Yeah.
Because it ain't 2%. Nothing but about 8.
You can't just throw a top number at it now.
2%. It's
come on, man. Key? Everybody can't be superstars.
Wait, okay, then Key, tell me who your superstars are.
Obviously,
you only have 8 superstars. You said the number 8.
Obviously, you start with LeBron James. Mm-hmm. That's one gone. You writing this down?
Mm-hmm. KD.
Okay, KD.
You're paying to watch him play. Steph Curry. You're paying to watch him play.
Steph Curry. Yep.
That's 3 right there.
Dame Lillard. You're paying to watch him play.
Dame Lillard. That's 4.
Dame. Okay.
Both Kyrie and James Harden to me.
James Harden.
Both of them to
6.
me.
You're gonna have more than 8. Is AD a superstar? He's on your team.
Anthony Davis. I'm not paying to watch.
No, I'm not.
Davis
no, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not paying to watch.
No, as much as I like the Lakers and
Luka
I like
Doncic,
AD.
are you paying to watch Luka play?
I'm not.
No,
I'm not going out of my way. I'm not going out of my way to watch him.
Not Luka.
You're tripping.
I'm not going out of my way.
What about Giannis?
That's fine. He's on my list. That's 7.
You paying to watch Giannis?
AD's a superstar.
I might go watch Giannis. I'm missing. Oh, and then my kid that's up at Phoenix. I'm gonna go watch
Chris
Devin
Paul?
Booker. I'm gonna go watch Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's starting to reach that status.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch Devin Booker.
888 say ESPN. 888-729-3776.
And I'm missing Tatum. Tatum is headed in there, but he's headed there. He's not there yet, Jay. He's headed there. Everybody can't be Donovan Mitchell.
So
everybody
mention him?
Kawhi Leonard, I'm going to pay to go see a healthy Kawhi Leonard.
I think he's getting there. I think what he's done, Jay, we've said this before, right? A player, you make your name in the regular season, you make your fame in the postseason, right? In the playoffs. Like, that's where you get your fame. I think he's getting his fame. He's doing things that he'll probably say, I've always been playing like this, but not everybody
when the lights are brighter, he's still continuing to be the same guy.
He has not shrunk at all. He has actually just continued to play. In fact, I think he's he seems to revel in it. He seems to love that spotlight.
I don't know if
Alan,
I was gonna say, Jay, I
just
don't
let me
know if
say
you was
this.
listening to me earlier on the show, but I said when I'm watching him, in all honesty, I'm watching a clone to a degree of Steph Curry, the same way I watch Kobe was a clone of Michael Jordan. Everything is some stuff that he does that reminds me so much of Clay, just like Kobe did with Michael. So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Steph and
comparing again.
Trae.
No,
You're not going to get me in trouble. You go ahead and you compare.
That's me.
You do that. I'm not doing
I'm
it.
saying
Stay off social media.
It reminds me of him. I didn't say you.
Okay, all I'm saying, 48 points ties only LeBron James for the most points by a player at the age of 22 or younger in the conference or divisional finals. I'm just saying.
That's pretty. No, it was.
If that doesn't put you up into a different rarefied era, I don't know what does.
It was special, no doubt about it.